I'm here with my family, our daughter Michelle, and our grandson Henry, and we're making a meal that the whole family will love.
It's delicious.
First, my pretzel-crusted chicken with a cheddar cheese sauce. Henry will love it. And what better side dish than my broccoli and rice pilaf? By nook or crook, I'm gonna get Henry to like a carrot. So we'll see what he thinks of Guinea's glazed carrots. And for an extra special treat, how about some brownies topped with a praline frosting? Today we're gonna fix a meal, y'all, that's really good for Henry and good for our daughter Michelle because she's got us another boy in here. So Michelle, I'm gonna start us off with a broccoli rice pilaf. I think Henry will like that.
I think he will too.
So if you'll come over here and just kind of rough chop that broccoli, and Papa,
You mean cut onions up?
I would love for you to cut the onions. I'm gonna put a little butter in our pan because we're gonna saute these onions.
I'm gonna bring Henry to Daniel.
Okay. Daniel! Daniel is our son-in-law, y'all. Michelle did a great job picking him out. I guess you picked him out, didn't you? Or did he pick you out? What happened?
I picked him out.
You picked him out. Well, you did a good day's work, honey. We're proud to call him son-in-law. I'm gonna brown these onions when your dad gets those ready. And Michelle, after this gets transparent, honey, we're gonna just throw that in, saute that off. And then I'm gonna make us some chicken cutlets. Pretzel-crusted chicken
Oh, Henry's
cutlets.
gonna love those.
Henry will love it, because Henry loves a pretzel, y'all. Michelle, I think we're ready for that broccoli now. And next, we'll get the crust going for our chicken. We're gonna need about 1.5 cups of crushed pretzels, so if you'd stick that in the bag and just beat the heck out of it with the rolling pin, okay?
Okay.
All right, how's this pot coming, Papa?
Perfect.
So let's go ahead and add our rice, 1.5 cups of rice, Michael. And because this is a pilaf, we're gonna kind of let it brown just for a second. And we're gonna use 3 cups of the chicken broth, Papa.
Uh-huh.
You gave the kids a pretty hard time, didn't you, Michael, when Michelle and Daniel were first courting?
Well, kind of, but dads do that. Dads have to do that.
Absolutely.
It's dad's jobs to do that.
Now, what about your take on it, Michelle?
Looking back on it, I understand all of it. Now that I have a child, I don't think I'll trust Henry's when he brings home his first girl either.
I love it. And we're gonna salt and pepper this. Let's let that come back to a boil. And then we're gonna turn it down on simmer, put the lid on and let it cook. Okay?
Are these pretzels for the crust for the chicken?
Let's get some more and give this to your daddy. That'll give him something to do.
I can't remember exactly how you say it, but that's why I'm so worried about having 2 boys, is because once they take a wife, that's it.
You know,
What is it that you said?
a daughter is a daughter all of her life. A son is a son until he takes a wife. Sorry, y'all, but girls have power. I see the way you and Daniel love Henry. Y'all not gonna have any problems. All right, you know what? I need for you to chop up a couple of tablespoons of thyme, and we're gonna do a couple of eggs because we're gonna dip them in our wet first, and I'm gonna add a tablespoon of Dijon mustard because this will be good with those pretzels. Let's get the chicken cutlets out of here. Right there, they're in that bag. All right, so let's salt and pepper those, baby. You know, I've been amazed at Henry's palate. He really has liked some unusual dishes right from the start, hadn't he, Michelle?
He has.
I'm gonna spray this a little bit.
Well, he pretty much just eats whatever we eat, so, I mean, salmon,
you can just
Brussels
leave it
sprouts,
laying
anything.
in there and kind of
Sorry.
pat, that's all right. Just kind of pat it on, you know, good.
The only
That's
thing
all right.
I've seen him spit out was egg salad.
Yeah, that is the only thing.
I tried to give him some egg salad the other night. And he said,
You can't trick him with egg salad. I can tell you that.
What was that shrimp gumbo we were eating not too long ago?
oh my gosh, he
gobbled
loved
that up
it.
too.
He loved it, didn't he? Yum, this looks so good.
What are you doing to it? I didn't coat it enough?
No, I'm just now that it's had a chance to dry a second, I'm just gonna reinforce it with a second coat. And those fine crumbs are kind of in the bottom. Yum. Yeah, you wanna get rid of that, sweetie, and we'll see if our grease is about ready. Alrighty, that looks really way good, doesn't it?
That does look really good.
Now we're gonna just brown this, Michelle, a little bit on each side, and then we're gonna put it on our pan, and we're gonna put the oven on low, y'all, and just kind of let it just like low simmer until we're ready to eat, so don't go anywhere. Coming up, glazed carrots as sweet as my grandson. Henry, you hungry? Then we'll see what Henry thinks of our family meal. Don't we love a pretzel dipped in
chicken
and cheese?
Right.
Yes. And later, the most decadent brownie you'll ever eat. When we do it good. I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. I'm in here with Papa and Michelle today in the kitchen, and we're cooking up a meal that hopefully will be good for Henry and the rest of us will love. Now, we stuck our pretzel-coated chicken into the oven, and we're kind of cooking that like real low because we don't want it to dry out. We've got our rice pilaf done. Now what I want to do, I think Henry will adore, Michelle, is glazed carrots. So if you and your daddy will peel these carrots real quick like for me and put them in chunks, I think I'm gonna make us a cheese sauce for the chicken. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
And Michael, a couple of tablespoons of butter for me. And if you would just flip on that eye right there, please.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna let my butter melt, y'all. I'm gonna add a couple of tablespoons of flour, and then I'm gonna add in the milk. And while I'm waiting for our butter, I'm gonna be grating our cheese. Uh-oh, I hear Henry. Henry! Guinea's hurrying. It's Papa and your mama that slowed us down. Why not blame them? Y'all hurry. We got a hungry boy. Michael, you did a good bit of cooking while your kids were growing up, didn't you?
You know, I did a little bit. There was a few things I had that I was really good at. Chicken and dumplings.
An egg sandwich, y'all.
Egg sandwich. I could
Yum.
do a pretty serious egg sandwich.
Michelle, what was your favorite thing that your daddy made you?
Ooh, grilled steak.
Grilled steak. Michelle's.
And twice baked potatoes.
Yes.
And then barbecue shrimp.
To this day, every Christmas, Daddy still does his twice baked potatoes with the shrimp. It takes him all day long, I have to say.
Well, you can't rush an artist.
But he does a heck of a job. All right, now I've got my flour in with our butter, and that's gonna tighten this sauce up. We'll just slowly add that milk. All right, now to this pan, Michael, I'm gonna add you a little butter, and let's toss those carrots over in here. And we're just gonna saute those around.
Okay.
We're gonna glaze and sweeten these carrots because by nook or crook, I'm gonna get Henry to like a carrot. So Michael, we gonna have
How much apple juice do you want?
Let's see, we need about a half a cup of apple juice.
You want to swap?
Yes.
Let's swap.
I would love to swap with you, thank you. And Michelle, we're gonna add this cheese to our sauce once it starts thickening up. So that's coming along. Michelle, we're gonna need like 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar.
Okay.
And we're gonna wind up using like a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. and about 1/4 of a teaspoon of a smoky paprika. Henry, you hungry? Him's a hungry guy. Look,
Hey, buddy.
look. We cooking the boy lunch.
Need more Dijon.
We're gonna add the apple juice and the smoked paprika.
Smell it?
Y'all, this is our son-in-law, Daniel. he has been occupying Henry for us. Henry, turn around and look at Guinea's friends out there. All right, Mikey, just dump the cheese in there.
You want me to pull the chicken out?
Yes, let's pull the chicken out. All right, Michael.
Hey, come on.
We're just gonna cover that.
Do you mind?
Cut it down, yes, and let that cook for about 15 minutes, y'all.
More chicken.
If Henry gives me 15 minutes. That looks yummy. So, Daniel, I got everybody's take on when you and Michelle first met.
Nobody ever intimidated me a day in my life until I met him.
Well, it worked. I've got to say it worked out perfect.
It worked out real good, actually.
Y'all, he has found the measuring spoon that his mother measured the brown sugar with.
That's
he
good,
is
isn't it?
happy. Here at Michelle,
Oh,
let's
sorry.
start fixing our plates, because that baby is hungry. A little cheese sauce for our pretzel chicken. Don't we love a pretzel dipped in
Chicken.
cheese?
Right.
Yes, precious.
Y'all remember when Henry first started eating and he'd see you and he'd say, when he first saw you?
I knew who had the goods.
I think
hot.
you thought that was your name.
Henry.
Yummy.
He's digging the carrots.
Yeah, I knew he would.
Try the broccoli.
Here, Mikey. You want to taste something delicious? How did we all get so fat around here? It's so hard to get to eat a meal. How did this happen?
Yummy. Michelle, did you try the meat?
It's delicious.
Well, listen, y'all eat up, because I know it's time for Henry's nap. And your dad and I are gonna make some brownies, so we'll just run them over to y'all.
That sounds perfect.
Can you say bye-bye, Henry? Say bye-bye.
Coming up, a well-deserved treat for Guinea and Papa. Wonderful, sweet, chocolatey, buttery brownies. I hope y'all are enjoying the show, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what recipes or videos you'd like to see me make by just leaving a short comment below. Now, let's get back to the show, y'all. All righty. Well, we got Henry fed, didn't we?
Yep.
So, Michael, I want to hurry up with these brownies because Henry will sleep about an hour. So I want to get these done because I do want him to taste them. Our mommies of our grandchildren, they don't like us to give them a lot of sweets, do they? So they monitor us pretty closely, but I think Michelle will let me give Henry
A little bit.
2 bites of this wonderful brownie with a little praline frosting.
Yum.
So when we do it good. All right, so I'm gonna put Michael in charge of melting 8 1-ounce squares of unsweetened chocolate. And we're gonna add 2 sticks of butter. And Lulu is roaming the kitchen, Michael. She's looking for scraps. She told me a while ago, I know you had chicken in here. All right, so when that starts melting a little bit, Mikey, go ahead and drop your butter in.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, excuse me, Lulu, I'm gonna start beating up our sugars. I'm gonna use 2 cups of granulated sugar and 1 cup of brown sugar. And I wanna pack that down in there good. Make sure it's 1 cup. And then I'm gonna need 5 eggs. All right, and go ahead and throw your butter in there. Michael, we love our children, don't we?
Oh, yeah, we do.
But I'm telling you what, grandchildren,
Aren't they great?
what is it about them?
I don't know. I think they, when you're the parent, I think you discipline them more than when you're grandparents. When you're grandparents, it's just like you're at the fair or something.
But I think his grandparents.
Not that I don't
We don't-
discipline them, but
Right.
not near like parents. Parents
Well,
have to do it every minute.
Well,
every
we
day.
don't feel that responsibility that you feel as a parent because we can love and say, okay, go home to mom and daddy. All right, I'm gonna move that from the heat
Okay.
because we want that to cool down a little bit
Okay.
because we're gonna add this chocolate to our batter.
Right.
So if you scoot around here, and after I get this beat up,
Okay.
we're gonna need 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour.
Okay.
That is perfect. All right, now if you take this spatula and just run around this bowl for me, make sure we get all the goods down there.
You almost got me.
I did.
Yeah.
All right, Mikey. It is time to add the chocolate.
Yeah.
Y'all can look at Michael and tell that he's not eating as many sweets as he used to. He made up his mind he was gonna lose 100 pounds. So we still eat very, very good. We just allow ourselves like 1 day a week to eat anything we want. And this is our Saturday, isn't it?
I know, but I can still only like have one of these.
Oh, that's right. No, we're not. It really is all about moderation, isn't it? All right, now, Michael, if you start on the ganache.
Okay. That have some heat.
Yes. To our pot, we're gonna add 2 8-ounce semi-sweet chocolate bars and 1/4 cup of heavy cream. And how much heavy cream do you have, darling?
A half. I was hoping you'd say it a little quicker than what you were saying it.
1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
If you would help me just scrape this into my pan while that's melting. Oh, gosh.
Can I have the bowl?
Yes.
We used
You
to
know-
fight over the bowl when we were kids.
Yes. If it's not baked, it doesn't have calories, does it?
I didn't win.
You didn't win. Hank won. Wonderful, sweet, chocolatey, buttery brownies. Now, I'm gonna put this in the oven, y'all, on 350, and I'm gonna let it bake for about 25 or 30 minutes. Michael, would you open that oven door, please?
I sure will.
And we're going in with this because before we know it, Henry is gonna be awake and Guinea's gonna have him a brownie. Coming up, we're making a frosting that takes our brownies to a whole new sinful level, y'all.
May hold off on altering my clothes for a little while.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. Michael, it's our Saturday.
Good, I'm ready.
We're gonna have a brownie.
Let's do
Our
it.
brownies are out of the oven, y'all. We've got our ganache. So, Michael, all I'm gonna do is pour our ganache over our brownie, and then I'm gonna stick it in the fridge and we're gonna let it cool. Yes, look at that. So now, Michael, we're gonna make our praline frosting.
Okay.
And it's so easy, like 1/3 cup of butter.
And how much is that?
That looks like 1/3 to me. You measure us out 1/2 cup of whipping cream. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna put 1 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar.
Okay.
What? No,
What?
no,
What?
not yet. You are so anxious, man.
I
Calm
know,
down.
I'm hungry.
Now we're just gonna whisk this. Yum, smell it. Smell that brown sugar. Smells just like a praline, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Now you can slowly add our heavy cream to
Okay.
that. Look, what does that look like?
Caramel.
Yes, it does. Now, if you'll kind of take over that whisk, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna measure out 1 cup of powdered sugar. And we're just gonna eyeball 1.5 cups of pecans. All right, hit it,
Ready?
Jack. Okay, that's perfect. Now you can add your vanilla.
How much?
About a teaspoonful. You gonna pull out the brownies?
Yes.
All right, so Michael, a piece for you and a piece for me.
Yum. Wish we had some ice cream to cool it down a little.
Yes. Hey, you're getting my bite.
I was getting it for you.
Liar, pants on. Fire, I'm getting my own bite. How's that?
Delicious.
Oh, I heard you swallowing. It's always a good sign, y'all, when you can hear your man swallowing hard.
I may hold off on altering my clothes for a little while.
Y'all, this was so good. We had our pretzel chicken, we had our rice pilaf, we had our carrots, and now we're having dessert. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.